Okay guys, this very update now all about the current governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin say Obaseki. If now look my screen very well, now they see for my screen. So this man when he do her like crocodile, you understand? Now I know say this man they always the one break record as the current governor of Edo State. As he say man, waiting they never see before, they never waka reach there, you understand? This man sit down, he go invite European Union ambassador to Nigeria come Benin City, Edo State. Not before anything though. The discussion are all about illegal migrants. Where be like say man, that they want mafia come out for Nigeria illegally. You understand? E.g. like people will be like say man, that they plan to follow Libya. Now no say this man first sit down, sleep, wake up one certain time. When they come pull us, any okbo miliki will be like say man, they see for street for Edo State, say na straight to Kirikiri. Okay, now you dey plan to work on the issue of illegal migration. People when they try to jackpot come out for Nigeria. Meanwhile, if you check Edo State now, just name how many factories you don't build for Edo State. For how many years when you don't take the governor of Edo State now, how many factories you don't build? How many job opportunities you don't create down? Say, okay, people when they plan to jackpot, no, they go again. No, work opportunity don't do. I don't understand. And I want to use this medium, this opportunity to advise people like say then they Nigeria. If you did plan to jackpot come out for Nigeria, come Europe, jackpot or bet. My advice for you, not follow through Libya, not go Arab country. You understand? Jackpot come Europe in a legit way. You understand? Anybody will tell you say Europe not clear, Europe clear. Now not stay focused. Now they say Europe not clear. Who they Europe? It's still better pass who they Nigeria, because Nigeria it just be like see you see crocodile. What it be the next in RIP? You understand? If you did this Europe, you stay focused. You know what it carry you come here. It better pass who they Nigeria. So guys, I go leave una right now. Make una watch the full video of him and the woman I be like say man, the European Union ambassador to Nigeria, where the two of them for talk. I go leave una right now. I go see una for the next update coming up soon. Respect, one love, guys.
We had a quite a long conversation because we spent almost 2.5 hours together because we had a lot to discuss. But I explained to His Excellency the Governor the reasons why I'm here. This is my first visit to Edo State as Ambassador of the European Union, and I explained that first of all it was my obligation to come and visit the Edo State as we are ambassadors to Nigeria and not to Abuja. And it is my intention to visit as many states as possible. And I really wanted to start or to have Edo State among the first that I visited. And the reason was and is the fact that we have a very strong partnership with the state government on migration and mobility, both on supporting returnees, the resettlement of returnees from Libya, but also we work together to try to create the right conditions for the youth of the state to find opportunities here, education opportunities, job opportunities. We visited this morning together with my team one of the programs we are implementing here together with the International Organization of Migrations, and we were positively impressed, and I wanted to reassure His Excellency that we will continue to work together, and we were very much impressed by the results that have been achieved thanks to his leadership. Edo State a few years ago was the state from where 50% of illegal migrants to Europe came from, and now this percentage is lower than 10%. And this is thanks to the leadership of the state government and of the governor and of the strong partnership with the European Union and other partners. We know that Edo State and Benin City is a cultural capital. We heard so much about that, of the history of the country, and we wanted to come and see with our own eyes. We will have the opportunity to visit the cultural sites, and we are very much looking forward. We know the potential that culture has to connect people, but also to be a vector for development, especially for the young people. Today it's 70 days ahead of elections, so we also try to use the opportunity of our visits to the states in Nigeria to engage with political actors and to discuss issues related to elections. And the reason is very simple. The European Union has been supporting election processes in Nigeria since the return to the civilian rule. We have consistently deployed election observation missions, and we will do the same thing for the next upcoming elections. But we also have consistently supported INEC and other stakeholders by providing technical support, expertise, technical assistance, and this is what we are also doing right now. And I said that good elections in Nigeria, which means peaceful elections, free and fair elections, transparent elections, are not only in the interest of Nigerians and Nigeria, they are also in the interest of Europe. We are your main neighbor. We have an interest in having a strong, democratic, stable Nigeria, and that's why we have supported Nigerian democracy, and we will continue to do so.
We have had a very good and strong relationship with the EU since we got into office in 2016. The EU has been very, very supportive of our efforts at stemming the tide of irregular migration and human trafficking from Edo, and have worked very closely with us and their partners, the IOM, in ensuring that we're able to roll out many programs to support victims of trafficking, returnees, help them with the resettlement, help them with creating job opportunities, and making sure that they are properly integrated into our society. So you can say that for the achievements and the successes we have achieved, we've made in the area of human trafficking and irregular migration, the EU has been a very, very strong ally and partner. But we're going beyond that, and we're saying, look, now that we have achieved what we've achieved with the issue of irregular migration, how can we work together in the next stage, which is what we call the Migration 2.0, where we are now looking at windows for regular migration, how we can collaborate with the EU and EU countries to create institutions, to train our young people, to certify them so that they can be properly engaged or employed in activities, economic activities in Europe. Told her about what we've done with our nursing school, what we're trying to do with our School of Health Technology, and several other reforms, institutions we're reforming locally to just equip our young people for work tomorrow. We also talked about the issue of culture. I informed her that next year, 200 years, an Italian archaeologist, Giovanni Belzoni, came to Benin City and died here, unfortunately, and was buried in Waton. And next year, December 3rd, we'll be celebrating 200 years of that great archaeologist. And this is just part of establishing Edo, Benin, as the culture hub. So it's not only about return of artifacts, it's about going back to our past and to see what we've done, see how great this place has been, and the kind of relationships that we have had with Europe through the last several centuries. So the area of culture is one we talked about, and we've gotten positive indication that the EU countries will support our bid to create and make Edo the culture hub of the subcontinent. And lastly, we talked about elections. And as you know, the EU has always supported the electionary process. They give a lot of, they send missions here to observe elections, and they have studies and reports they've done over the years on the conduct of all the elections, at least since this republic. And gleaning from those reports, they've come to check, to also see and advise the areas and what we can do to make sure that we have properly conducted, transparent, fair, and safe elections this time around. So, they've come in a true spirit of partnership to come and see how we can work together, how we can support our efforts, not only at the political level, the cultural level, the issues of economy, but to just ensure that we continue to strengthen the relationship between, not just Nigeria and the EU, but also sub-nationals within Nigeria and the EU.
Nigeria is a scam. Hey, nobody believe God though. Everybody not the same.